Are you tired of wondering if she's truly into you? Want to know the secret signs that reveal her true intentions? In this video, we'll break down the 6 subtle yet powerful signals that show she wants you. From body language cues to conversational hints, you'll learn how to read between the lines and make your move with confidence. Whether you're looking to take a friendship to the next level or spark a romantic connection, these signs will give you the green light. So, don't miss out. Watch until the end to discover the 6 signs that will change your dating game forever. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Let's get started. Why do women seem more restrained when it comes to sexual desire? Many men might think it's just a natural trait, but in reality it's far more complex. Cultural norms, societal expectations, they all push women to hide their true desires, to not reveal their interest too openly. Unlike men, who can express their intentions freely, women face the risk of judgment. For centuries, society has dictated that female restraint is a virtue. Women are expected to protect their reputation by avoiding displays of interest that are considered normal for men. As a result, they learn to play a game of hints and subtle signals. But this doesn't mean they lack desire or passion. Their sexual desires can be just as strong, but they express them differently. Interestingly, the deeper a woman seeks an emotional connection, the stronger her sexual desires become. She's not just looking for physical intimacy, but something more, a spiritual bond, a sense of unity. And if a man can read her hidden signals, he'll realize that her restraint is merely a delicate facade, behind which burns a deep fire. So we've established that female restraint is often just a facade, behind which deeper feelings and desires lie. However, not every man can recognize these hidden signals. This is where the real problem begins. Around 90% of men face difficulties in relationships because they cannot read women's nonverbal signals. Women don't always express their intentions directly, preferring more subtle and hidden ways to convey their feelings. For men who are used to a more straightforward approach, this can seem like a mystery, causing them to miss crucial moments. As a result, misunderstandings arise, leading to disappointment and sometimes even landing in the friend zone. When a man fails to recognize signs of female attraction, he may misinterpret her restraint as indifference, while she might actually be trying to capture his attention. That's why it's essential to learn to notice these subtle yet significant gestures. This is the key to understanding a woman's true intentions, and ultimately, to achieving more successful relationships. Now that we've discussed how men often struggle to catch women's subtle signals, let's move on to some specific signs that will help you know when a woman is feeling sexually attracted to you. And we'll start with one of the most obvious, yet easily overlooked signs: touch. One of the clearest signs of a woman's interest is her touch. And I'm not talking about random or friendly pats on the back. No, when a woman is truly interested, her touches are intentional and meaningful. It's like she's using her hands to build an invisible bridge between the two of you, and that bridge is meant to bring you closer. Picture this: you're sitting at a cafe, chatting, and suddenly she accidentally touches your arm. It's not just a casual gesture, the touch lingers a bit longer than the situation calls for. And no, you're not imagining it. Women who feel physical attraction often find excuses to touch a man, like fixing something on his shirt or playfully nudging him during a joke. And don't let the playful fool you. There's a signal behind it. These touches aren't random. They're strategic. She's testing the waters, seeing how comfortable you are with her getting closer. The more frequent and intense her touches, the more she's inviting you into her personal space. But here's the catch: if you don't respond, or worse, act like you didn't notice, you might find yourself in the friend zone. So next time a woman accidentally touches you, pay attention to how often and how intentionally it happens. Because when a woman is into you, her hands start talking. And trust me, they're saying a lot more than words ever could. But touches are just the first step. A woman who is truly interested won't stop at just non-verbal cues. The real intrigue begins when intimate topics start slipping into the conversation. When a woman is attracted to a man, she gradually opens up and starts discussing more personal and intimate subjects. This doesn't mean she'll immediately dive into anything too explicit, but her words will begin to hint at her deeper interest. Conversations about relationships, romantic preferences, or even something a bit more daring, like sexual fantasies, often serve as a signal of her readiness to explore intimacy. Here's a real-life example. You're chatting about something ordinary, and then, almost naturally, the conversation shifts towards discussing what passion means to her, or what qualities she finds attractive in a partner. These topics aren't just coincidence. She's testing your reaction, gauging how open you are to a deeper connection. And if the conversation ventures into sexual preferences or fantasies, that's a pretty clear sign of her interest. Women don't usually open up about such topics unless they feel comfortable with a man and see potential in him as a partner. So if the conversations become more intimate, it's a strong indicator that she views you as more than just a friend. She's ready to explore something more. As conversations become more personal and open, it's crucial to pay attention to another subtle but significant signal: changes in her behavior and body language. When a woman is attracted to a man, her behavior starts to shift. Her movements become more fluid, feminine, and she feels more relaxed in his presence. It's not always something obvious at first, but her body language starts to speak for her, even when her words don't. You might notice her gradually opening up, her gestures become softer, her posture less tense, and it almost feels like she's inviting you into her space. This isn't random behavior. Her body is signaling that she feels comfortable and is ready for closer contact. Another key point is how she responds to your touch. If she was more reserved before, now she might become more receptive. Maybe her hand lingers on yours, or she subtly leans into you. These small gestures can say more than any words. They reveal her readiness for physical intimacy, even if she hasn't expressed it outright. Intimate gestures and body language speak volumes, but if a woman is ready to take things further, she'll make the next move, inviting you to her home. When a woman invites a man to her place, it's one of the clearest signs that she's interested in developing the relationship. This invitation isn't just about having a cup of coffee or continuing the conversation in a more comfortable setting. It's a demonstration of trust and readiness to take things to a more intimate level. Imagine this: you've had a great evening together, and at the end she says, "Would you like to come in for some tea?" That innocent question isn't really about tea. It's her way of creating a more private and intimate environment where your connection can deepen. Women use these invitations as a way to show they feel comfortable with you and are open to something more. Of course, it doesn't guarantee physical intimacy, but the fact that she wants to spend time alone with you in her personal space says a lot. It's her opportunity to get to know you better in a private setting and to create the possibility for both emotional and physical closeness. If inviting you to her home is a clear sign of trust and readiness for closeness, another important element that shouldn't be overlooked is how she chooses to dress and present herself when she knows she's going to see you. Women who want to attract a man's attention often highlight their best features through their choice of clothing and makeup. They might opt for more revealing or sexy outfits to accentuate their figure and catch your eye. This isn't just about looking good, it's a deliberate effort to make an impression and heighten your attraction. For example, if you notice she's wearing a dress that flatters her figure and her makeup makes her eyes pop, it could be more than just a casual choice for the evening. It's a sign that she's trying to make an impact on a different level. However, it's essential to consider the context and her usual style. If she typically dresses more conservatively and suddenly shows up in something bold and revealing, that's a clear signal of her interest. Of course, it's important not to jump to conclusions. Her choice of outfit and makeup could be influenced by various factors. But if you notice that she's putting in extra effort to look attractive in your presence, it's a strong indication that she's into you. Of course, her outfit and makeup can say a lot, but if you pay close attention, there's one more subtle yet powerful signal a woman might use to express her interest: her lips. Women often use their lips as a non-verbal tool to attract a man's attention. Gently biting or licking the lips is one of the subtlest yet most effective ways to signal attraction. These small movements might seem almost unnoticeable, but they carry a strong emotional and physical charge. For example, you might notice her lightly biting her lip while looking at you, or she may slowly lick her lips during the conversation. These aren't random actions, they're instinctive gestures that women use to hint at their desires and spark your interest. These moments typically happen in an atmosphere of heightened tension or flirting, creating a certain dynamic between you. This gesture can be so subtle that you may overlook it at first. But if you see her giving extra attention to her lips, it's a clear signal that she's viewing you not just as someone to talk to, but as a potential partner for something more intimate. Now that we've covered all 6 key signs, it will be much easier for you to recognize a woman's nonverbal signals. Remember, paying attention to the small details is your greatest ally. These subtle but important gestures can say far more than words, and if you learn to pick up on them, you'll easily distinguish between casual flirting and genuine interest. A woman who wants to get closer to a man expresses her interest in various ways, from touches and intimate conversations to how she dresses and draws attention to her lips. It's crucial to be observant and aware of these signals to avoid misunderstandings and not miss important moments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with your friends so they can also improve their communication skills. And in the comments, let us know which signs you find most obvious and how you recognize a woman's signals. Thank you for watching Chronicles of Stoicism. See you in the next episode.